Now I'm starting with the one more chapter, very easy chapter again. So I'm still into very easy chapters. And the name of the chapter is Linear Inequation. Now, inequation, as the name itself is suggesting, it is an inequation. You people all know what is an inequation. Any expression which has an equal to sign in it, for example, if I am writing x plus 5 is equal to 10, you can see there is an equal to sign. So if there is an equal to sign, then we call this as an equation. Now you have many equations in physics, chemistry, at the same time in maths you will come across almost everywhere. Equations only for equation means what is there on the left hand side and on the right hand side, they are the same. Equal. Left hand side and right hand side, they are equal. Then what does inequation stand for? Inequation means not equal to. So it may be either greater than or it may be less than. So before I start with the chapter, let's do a small revision of what we have already done in lower classes. Inequation. Now x, now if I am writing this kind of symbol x, we say x is greater than 5. Greater than 5. Greater than 5. Or you can say 5 is less than x. But I will never recommend you to say 5 is less than x. Even though you are correct, I will still say that don't do that. Always say unknown variable first. Since out of x and 5 you don't know what is x, but you know what is 5. That's why since x is unknown, that's why you will have to say first x. Say x is greater than 5 rather than saying 5 is less than x, even though both of them means the same thing. Similarly, if I write here y is less than minus 3. So y is less than minus 3. Don't say minus 3 is greater than y, even though that is correct. But still, we will say unknown variable first. So now, unknown variable is there on the left side. That's why you may be thinking that I am saying that first. But then, even if it is like this, here it is 10. Even though 10 is there on the left hand side, I would prefer to call this as x is greater than 10. I am not saying 10 is less than x. Even though that is correct, always say x is greater than 10. Now you will see, why am I telling you to say that unknown variable first? Because that is what is going to help you in number line. When you are plotting the number line, so whenever you say a greater than and a less than with the unknown variable first, then it will always help you to trace down or to make the number line better. In fact, you will also be able to find out whatever missing numbers are there. That is something again which you will be able to find out better. Now if that is so, then this is what is x greater than 10. Same way I am writing about minus 2. Here you are, y. So say y is greater than minus 2, or if I am changing this sign, then you can say is y is less than minus 2. So y is less than minus 2, x is greater than 10. So when you have a sign, this kind of sign which is not equal to sign, then we call this as inequation. But inequation sign is a greater than sign, so it is greater than sign. An inequation sign is a less than sign, this is what is a less than sign. But an inequation sign is also greater than equal to. Sometimes you know it can be a greater than. For example, here if I am joining this one, so it becomes x is greater than or equal to 5. Same way, we may also say y is less than or equal to. So that means less than equal to. So this is one inequation sign, this is another one, third one, fourth one. So whenever you have this kind of symbols in the expression, then we call that as inequation. So in this chapter we are going to see this inequations. Now there are certain rules that we have to follow whenever we do inequation. Now what these rules are? Now I am going to say that those rules. Now the rules that we follow, again I am repeating, many of you are still will be struggling, sir, how do you know which one is greater? Now think like this. Look at this arrow. Think that this is an arrow. Now think that somebody is hitting an arrow, suppose, and this is the arrow. You know arrow is going from 2 to y. So that means y is being killed by minus 2. That means whoever is getting killed is always smaller. So you say y is less than minus 2 because minus 2 is killing y. Same way x is, you can see x is killing 10. Now think x is greater than. So since x is killing 10, that's why you have to say x is. So that is how you recognize greater than or less than. Same thing with equal to also. So you can see arrow is going that side means x is greater than or equal to 5. Then since here arrow is coming towards y, then you say y is less than or equal to minus 3. Now, why if you say unknown variable first, which you have to say, is because, now think that in a number line, if this one is 0, on the left hand side of 0 you have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, you will go on and on. If I am making a real number line, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go on and on. Now this is what your number line is. Now whenever we use the word greater than, okay, for example, here it is. Let's say x is greater than or equal to 5. So since you can see 5 is here and then I am using the word greater. So if 5 is here means from 5 I have to go, greater means I have to go right. So again I will think, if you are using the word greater than, then move towards the right. For example, if this x is greater than minus 2. So you can see minus 2 is here. From minus 2 I have to go to the right side. That means the numbers which will come will be minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, right side, the 1 to the right. Similarly, if we say x is less than 2. So 2 is here. And I am using the word less than. Less than means from 2 you will go to the left side. That means, what are the numbers? What are the solution set? Solution set means answers. Then you have to see numbers which are to the left side because you have said less than. So left side, less than is left side, greater than is right side. So from 2 you have to see numbers which are there on the left side of 2. So that is what will help you to track down the numbers in the solution set. Again I am repeating, solution set means the answer. So that is something again which will be very, very easy for you to plot. Now, before I start with the inequation, now you all should know what is the meaning of let's call it as real numbers, natural numbers, whole number, integers. Now, even though you know it, but so I don't want to take any chances. So as a revision, let's see what these numbers are. Okay, I'm first starting with natural number. Natural number is represented by the symbol n. So whenever you see this capital N, you have to understand this natural number. Natural numbers are counting numbers. So whenever we count things, how do we count? For example, if I want to count the number of students, then I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll start with 1. And when I'm counting the number of students, I cannot say 1, 2, 3, 3 and a half. You are very small, so I cannot count 3 and a half. So that means counting numbers are natural numbers. So natural numbers will go something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So infinite, it will go on and on. So there you will find that in natural number there will be no decimals and no fractions. You cannot come across, if there is a decimal, it cannot be natural number. If there is a fraction, it cannot be a natural number. Then next one is whole number. Now whole number is represented by a symbol W. Now what this W is? The only difference between whole number and natural number is that here whole number 0 is also added. So in addition to whatever natural numbers are, so here the number has only one thing which is extra, and that is 0, whole number. And here also there will be no decimals and no fractions. The next one is here integer. So integer is represented by symbol I, or sometimes you may come across a symbol which is Z. So when you see a Z or a I, then think that it is an integer. So integer means, like here, if you look at the number line, both left side and right side have zeros. For example, if I am writing some minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. That side also it keeps on going on, this side also will keep on going on. That means integers also are on numbers which are on either side of 0. But one very, very important thing that you have to note is that these three, natural number, whole number, integers will not have any decimals and fractions. So if I say minus 2.5 cannot be an integer, cannot be a whole number, cannot be a natural number, because decimals cannot be these three. So these three are only a proper number without decimals and fractions. So that's why, so this is what here integer is. You can see now the difference. This is only on the positive side. This is also only on the positive side with the addition of 0. Then here both positive side as negative side, both side, either side of 0 is what will take all numbers, but no decimals and fractions included. Then finally, real numbers. The numbers which are a rational or irrational number can be taken by the represented by the symbol R. So numbers which are both rational and irrational, or in another term, if I use numbers which are not imaginary, because you know that certain numbers are there which are imaginary. Okay, now let me give you an idea about what is the meaning of imaginary number. Numbers which are not possible. Alright, now let's see. If I ask you what is the square root of 9, then you will say, sir, what square root of 9 is 3. Why 3? Because 3 into 3. Again, 3 into 3 is 9. That's why square root of 9 will say 3. But if I ask you, what is the square root of minus 9? Then I think you will not have any answer. Now you cannot say minus 3. Because if I take minus 3, then it is minus 3 into minus 3 is plus 9. But then we are looking for minus 9. So that means there is no square root of minus 9. You will not find any square root of minus 9. So then we say square root of minus 9 is an imaginary number. Imaginary. You can only imagine. Now more detail you will study in class 11. There is a chapter called complex number. There you will study in class 11. But as of now, square root of minus 9 is an imaginary number. So that means real numbers are not this kind of imaginary number. Numbers which are physical, something which is possible. As I said already, they can be a rational or irrational number, and they are not imaginary like this. So then such numbers, what are, that means in a simple language for you to solve the questions or your exercise in the question, I'll simply say that all numbers possible. Now again, when I say possible, again not the imaginary numbers, so not this kind of numbers. Now all numbers, that means decimals, fractions, even natural number is also a real number, whole number is also a real number, integer is also a real number. In addition to that, for example, if I tell you what is 2.5, then I can say 2.5 is a real number. Decimal will not come in this thing, but decimal can come in real number. Yes. What about minus 2.5? Minus 2.5 is also a real number. Yes, minus 2.5 you cannot say in integer, because integer, even though minus sign is there, you may say integer. But decimal, because decimal, as we discussed, this 3 cannot have a decimal. So that's why the only thing, wherever decimals or fractions are there, then it can only be real number. But again I am repeating, what you cannot include, you cannot include the imaginary numbers. Now this is what is about here numbers, because why am I explaining to you this? Because every question they will tell you x is belonging to, you know that, they will say x belonging to, this symbol is what is used for belongs to, x is belonging to which family it belongs to. Then they say x belongs to natural number, that means your answer should be only from the natural number, only from here. Or they may say x belongs to r, or they will say x belongs to I, or x belongs to whole number. So that means you see every question will have this belongs to. Belongs to means in which category it belongs to. It may belong to any one of the 4. That's why it is absolutely necessary that you should know what is the meaning of this 4. Yeah. Is there any specific way of solving an equation? Then I'll say that no. How we solve the equation? Okay, for example, here it is 2x plus 5 if it is equal to 13. Okay, here this is an equation. Now same thing, I am going to convert this into an equation. Let's suppose greater than 13. How I am solving an equation, same way I am also going to solve an inequation. So exactly it is same. 2x, you will transfer this 5 on the other side, so 13 minus 5. So 2x will be equal to 13 minus 5 is what will be 8. So then since attached with x is 2, so x will be there 4. So the value of x is 4. Now if I ask what is x, then I'll say x is equal to 4. So only one value of x is there, and that is 4. Whereas here, if this is given, and if it is given to you that x belongs to r, or let's call it as x belong to integer or natural number. Let me start with natural number. X is belonging to natural number if I tell you. Then now let's solve the same way. 2x greater than 5 will go there, it will be 13 minus 5. 2x is greater than, this is 8, then x will be, this 2 is going there, 8 by 2. So that is what is 4. Now I can say x is greater than 4. Now if you ask me, sir, what is the answer? Is it 4? Here it was 4, but here I'll not say that the answer is only 4, because answer is not even 4. Because if it is natural number and if there is no equal to sign, then 4 is not the answer. So then now think about in the number line what I told you about. So here, supposing this is 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here is 4. This is 4. And you are saying x is greater than 4. Then I told you greater means you have to go to the right side. Right side means to your right side you have 5, 6, 7. And then you have to only select natural number. That means what are the values of x? So yeah, this is what we call the solution set now. Now in the solution set, I cannot take 4. If equal to was there, then I would have taken 4 also. But since equal to is not there, so then it becomes, it becomes the next number 5, 6, 7. It goes on and on and on and on. So that means to infinite numbers of numbers you can add here. This is what is the difference between equation and inequation. So the process is the same. Now, one more thing I want to show you here only. Let's suppose you have 2x by 5 is equal to let's suppose something like this is what is given to you. Okay, let me only take 3 by 10. This is an equal to equation. Now same thing, now if I do 2x by 5 greater than or equal to 3 by 10, Then what are the probable values of x if I want to calculate? Then let us see what are the probable values of x. Here equal to sign, and if fractions are there, you are told from the beginning that okay, cross multiplication. But then if I ask you which cross multiplication, should you multiply this one first and write on the left side, and this one should be on the right side, or should you multiply this and keep it on the left side, and this multiplication should you keep it on the right side? So then I think you have been told that you can multiply any, whichever you like you can multiply. So if I multiplying 2x into 10, so it becomes 20x, and that side is what is 15. So x will be equal to 15 by 20. If I cancel it, 3 by 4. That means the value of x is what is 3 by 4. Now if you are given something like this, now what you have done here? Cross multiplication. This cross multiplication is something which you are told never to do here in inequation. You should never cross multiply. Because in cross multiplication there is a 50% chance that when you multiply this, most of the time you may get your answer correct. But as such, cross multiplication equal to sign, because whether you are writing 15 this side or 20x, they are equal to, so it really doesn't matter. But here you may make a mistake of writing something which is greater to that side which is smaller. So that's why you should never cross multiply. If you cross multiply also, there is, as I said, there is a greater chances that you will get the correct answer. But then not necessary that every time it is correct, because sometimes may give you incorrect. So then if you ask me, sir, in inequation, how to solve a question where there are fractions? Okay, now listen. First, convert both sides into single fraction. You can see left side you have a single fraction, right side also you have a single fraction. Single fractions. By the way, what I mean by fraction, for example, if you had 2x by 5 plus 3 greater than equal to 3 by 10, something like this, if it is there, then you can see on the left hand side you don't have a single fraction, you have two of them. So first you convert them into a single fraction by taking LCM like this. So LCM between these two is 5, so this will be 2x plus 5 into 3, 15, and greater than equal to 3 by 10. Now you can see left side also it is a single fraction, right side also a single fraction. So that's why every time in inequation when you have fractions, either on one side, only this side, or only on that side, or maybe both sides if you have a fraction. So step 1, first step is convert both sides into a single fraction. So yeah, I am converting, or I have converted, as you can see, into a single fraction. Step 1. Step 2, now see the denominator. Here you have 5, there you have 10. Denominator 5 and 10, find the LCM. Now if you don't know, you can find the LCM this way, here like this. Or now you are in class 10, you people know LCM of 5 and 10. Or if very difficult numbers are coming, then do it this way. Find the LCM. And you know LCM of 5 and 10 is 10. So now I want to eliminate the fraction, because fraction is creating a problem. So how to eliminate the fraction? So what I said is the LCM. LCM of 5 and 10 is 10. Multiply both the fraction. This fraction also multiply by the LCM. That fraction also multiply. Now both sides you multiply by the LCM. Okay, now see what will happen. As I have multiplied this with 10, now you can see 5 is cancelling with 10 2 times. 10 is cancelling with 10 this way. Now then what we are left with? 2x into 2 is 4x is greater than or equal to, you have here 3. So there you are now. Since 4 is positive, x, there you are, x is greater than or equal to 3 by 4. So don't forget this. Hey, by the way, it doesn't mean that you have to follow what I am doing. There are numerous ways. There are 5-10 different ways of solving an equation. But this is what is the easiest way of doing it. Find the LCM. In case of fraction, if fraction is not there like this, then you don't need to worry. No fractions. But in case when you have a fraction, convert both sides into a single fraction like this, single fraction, and multiply both sides by the LCM. Then automatically you know your fraction gets eliminated. Now, one more rule I want to tell you. Now supposing I just solve. Okay, this question only let me take. Let's suppose finally after solving you got like this 3. Here it is 4x, but I wrote minus 4x. Let's suppose in the process of solving, here you got minus 4x is greater than or equal to 3. Now what I'll do, next I'll write x is greater than or equal to 3, and since minus 4 is there, so that minus 4 also will go there and divide. So it is 3 by minus 4. That is what we are told. So this minus 4 also will go. So if it was equal to, suppose if minus 4x equal to 3 was there, then if minus 4 is taken that side, x will be equal to 3 by minus 4. So that means ultimately answer, minus really doesn't matter, it's down or up or middle, it is the same, so it is minus 3 by 4 is the answer, if there was equal to sign. But if it is not equal to sign, if it is less than or a greater than or less than or equal to or a greater than equal to like this, then it can cause a problem. So that is why at last the number which is attached with x, if it is negative and if you are transferring that side to divide, Okay, listen to this rule now. If you're taking that side to divide, then this inequation sign will change its direction now. Now it was facing that side, now it will face the opposite direction. So it will face the opposite direction like this. Yeah, x is less than or equal to, now you can say x is less than or equal to minus 3 by 4. Again I am repeating this minus, whether you write up or down, it really doesn't matter. So it's the same thing. So x, so see, when it will change the direction will change when the last number is attached with x. If it goes that side to divide along with the sign, then the sign should change. If it is facing that side, it will face this side, or if it was facing this side, then it will face the other side. Same way, one more rule if I show you. Yeah, let's suppose 3x equal to 6. Okay, let's suppose minus this side, that side also minus. Let's suppose in the whole process of solving you came across minus 3x equal to minus 6. Now you are about to get the answer. So what do we do? Minus and minus both sides cancel. So x is equal to 6 by 3. Yeah, 2. This is what you will get if it is a equation. But if it is not an equation, now you see the same, I am converting the same thing into an inequation. Minus 3x greater than or equal to minus 6. Now you may say, sir, let's cancel it. Yeah, if you cancel, the first thing is that I'll recommend that you should not cancel. But even if you want to cancel, okay, minus minus cancel both sides. But if you cancel, make sure that this sign which is facing one side, it has to face the other side. Now in the next line, I have to write, yeah, like this. See here, it was facing that side. Minus and minus is cancelled. It was facing that side. Now, as I have cancelled minus and minus, now the sign has changed its direction. So these are the rules that you have to keep in mind whenever you are solving the questions. But if you think this is too complex, that minus sign, whatever I told you about the minus sign rule, if it is too complex, don't worry. Because as far as possible, when we are solving the question, we'll try to avoid the minus sign. You'll see how we'll try to avoid the minus sign. Because if you see minus sign is one side, you take that side, so that minus will become positive. So that you don't have to use any of this rule. My recommendation is that, my advice to you is that, every time whenever you are solving a question, make sure that the final answer of x does not come in minus. Keep it in positive. If it is coming in minus, if it is left side, you take it right side, and if it is on the right side, you bring it left side, so that they will change the sign. Now we'll solve with the questions, with your exercise question. Now from your Good Luck publication book, I am seeing the first exercise is nothing significant. No question which are there in that first exercise, that type of question is asked. Only one type of question is what is consistently asked in the board exam, and that is a question based on two inequation sign. So here you can see only one single inequation, but double inequation sign. So I am coming to that, but first I'll solve some question based on single inequation sign, and later on I'll be solving question based on double inequation sign. Again I am repeating, you don't need to do that exercise A. So that is your exercise 4A, no need of doing. You'll directly do questions from 4B. So I am solving some and I am leaving some for you to do. Okay, I am starting now with exercise 4B. I am going to take some question. I'll tell you, by the way, the real question, the questions which are coming in the board exams are there from, I would say, from question number 9 onwards, where there are double, don't forget, double inequation sign. Usually a single inequation sign questions are never coming in the board exam. So that's why we'll give more stress on that type of question where there are double inequation sign. Again, if you ask, maybe the latest board questions also, like for the, like how I had put for the previous chapter. For this chapter also I can put up for you, including 2020 Icse question. If you want, you can practice from there. Your book already has this exercise 4B already has enough Icse question. I can see the latest one that I can see is 2016. Maybe 17, 18, 19, 20 question is what I can give you as an extra this one. Alright, now let me tell you about the question, and in the meantime when I am solving this question, I'll also be discussing with you about number line, how to make the number line. So during the process here I did not tell you anything till now about anything about the number line, how to make the number line. But as we solve the question, okay, then starting with exercise 4B, it says solve each of the following inequation and represent the solution set on the number line. So that means your answer you have to represent in the number line. So there are 6 questions. Let me do just 2 questions from here. Okay, starting with question number, by the way, this is exercise 4B, and question number 1. So there you are. The first question, number 1, is 4 and the bracket 4x plus 5 minus 5 greater than. So as you can see, only greater than sign is what is there. You don't have equal to sign. 3 and 4x minus 1, x belongs to R. R means real number, and you are also supposed to make a number line for this. Okay, first we have to solve, then only we can draw the number line. Okay, let me first open the bracket here. 4 into 4 is 16x, 4 into 5 is 20, then minus 5 greater than, this is 12x, and 3 into minus 1 is 3. Now let's take all number on one side and all x I am going to take it on one side. This is 16x, let me bring that 12x also this side, will be minus 12x, and on the other side this is 20 minus 5, you know, is 15, positive 15. I am going to take it that side, already it is positive 15, as it goes to the right side it becomes negative 15. So this minus 3, then minus 15 from that side. Now I will check whether after subtraction of this 2, whether I am going to get a positive. See, now I got finally 4x, and here I have positive. Supposing if I have, in case if I get a negative 4x, then I told you to avoid that. In case if you are getting a minus 4x, transfer that minus 4x on the other side, right side, so that it becomes positive. Minus becomes positive, right side. Then bring the numbers on the right side to the left side. Now you don't need to worry about whether the numbers on the right side are positive or negative. Now you can see minus and minus is plus, so these two are 18, and since both of them are negative, so this is, so here negative sign with the number doesn't matter, but negative with x should not be negative. In case if it is negative, then you take it that side, so negative will become positive, and that negative if you bring this side will become positive. But again, even if this number is negative, it really doesn't matter. Whether positive or negative really doesn't matter, but the number which is attached with x should not be negative. In case if it is negative, interchange their position from left to right or right to left. Alright, now since I am here having value of x, now this 4 I am going to transfer on the other side, so x is greater than, 4 will go there and divide, so it is 18 by 4. So if I cancel this, this is 2, this is what is 9. So x is greater than, now if I divide 9 by 2, it is 4.5 or 4.5. So let me write this as minus 4.5. Alright, now x is a number which is greater than minus 4.5. Don't forget that I am using the word greater than. Now I told you to go to the right side or go to the left side. See, when I am making a number line, okay, here it is, the number line. So since I have to start with minus 4.5, so let me take here minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. It goes on and on. Now x is greater than minus 4.5. Now let us see where is minus 4.5. Minus 4 is here, minus 5 is there, and you know 4.5 means somewhere between in the middle of 4 and 5. So then what I am going to do, I am going to make a circle in the exactly in the middle of 4 and 5, and you don't need to be exact, somewhere you feel where you feel is 4.5. 4.5 again I am repeating is in the middle of 4 and 5, but since it is negative 4 and negative 4, so negative 4.5 becomes somewhere here. Now sometime this circle that we do, either we have to make it as this kind of circle, or the other kind of circle we have to make, which we have to make the circle this way. Now let me tell you, now since we are doing it for the first time, this kind of circle is made for inequation which is either only greater than or only less than. So if it is only a greater than or less than, we make this kind of circle, but this kind of circle you have to make for something which is either greater than or equal to. See, equal to is also there, or less than equal to. So don't forget, now two kind of circle I am going to use now. This is what I will call or refer to it as hollow circle. Hollow, yes, nothing is there inside. And the other one is what I am going to call it as a shaded circle. This is shaded circle and hollow circle. Hollow circle and shaded circle. So shaded circle means equal to is also, that particular number is also included. But if you don't have a circle, if a circle is not shaded, then we can say that it is hollow, or hollow means that is not. So now you can say x is greater than, now equal to sign is not there. If equal to sign is not there, then I'll keep the circle as this hollow circle only. Then how do we say x is greater? Then previously only I told you greater than. Greater means we'll move to the right side. So here, from here we'll move to the right side, see, and up to where we'll go, it goes on and on and on. There is no other limit. So that's why here simply we'll make an arrow like this, and if you want you can shade it like this. This is your number line of x is greater than minus 4.5. This is what, again I am repeating, sometime I have to shade the circle. When I have to shade a circle, if there was equal to sign, then I have to shade the circle like this. But since here there was no equal to sign, only greater than was there, or even if it only less than was there, then I will make a circle. Less than means I will go to the left side. I will make this arrow to the left side. Now don't ask me, sir, why you went up to 2? Yeah, I might have made it only up to here and given an arrow. So you can go anywhere, but arrow here, I made an arrow, means it is going on and on. It is not stopping. So up to where to make? You may make it up to here and give an arrow, or up to there or there. How much you can make it? Meaning it keeps on going on and on, infinite. This is how we make the number line. This is your question number 1. Okay, now let us see the next question. In question number 1 only, let me take another one which is a natural number. Let me take one natural number. Number 5, it has a natural number. So it is 2x minus 5 minus 3, 2x minus 5 less than 5x plus 14, and x is belonging to natural number. So there you have a natural number. Okay, now first let me open the bracket and see what happens. This is 2 into x is 2x minus 10. Then you have minus 3 into 2 is minus 6x. Then minus into minus is plus, it is 15. Then less than, this is 5x plus 14. Now let me bring all x on one side. Okay, let me bring all x on the left side, and all number I am going to transfer it towards the right side. Now let's see then. Yeah, 2x we have, then this minus 6x already there on the left hand side, then that 5x also I will bring it to the left side. Yeah, minus 5x. Then less than, already on the right side you have 14, this 14. Then minus 10, if I am taking that side, it will be plus 10. 15 is going that side, it becomes minus 15. So I have arranged all x on one side and all number on the other side. So there you go then, 2x minus 6x is minus 4x, minus 4x minus 5x is minus 9x. Okay, now you can see x I got negative, which I should not get. Now you will see what I am going to do now with this. Here 10 plus 14 is 24, and 24 minus 15 is here 9. So then we have minus 9x less than 9, and I am looking for the value of x. Now don't take minus 9 that side and divide. If you do that, then you have to change this sign. If facing this side, you have to make it face that side. That way also you can do, no problem. But I told you, we will never take x in negative. So since x has a negative sign in front, so what I will do, I will make it positive. Let me interchange. Let me transfer this that side, and that 9 let me bring this side. Okay, if 9 is brought this side, become minus 9, and minus 9x as it is going that side, it becomes plus 9x. Now I am looking for the value of x. X has it with it attached 9. 9 I will take it to the left side. Now as 9 is multiplying, it will go this side and divide. Yeah, minus 9 by 9. Here you are, x. And don't forget that it is not necessary that x should be always on the left side. X can be on the right side as well as on the left side. Here, doesn't matter. So as I cancel it, so there you are. You have now. Don't say minus 1 less than x. We will say x is greater than minus 1. X is belonging to natural number. Okay, now a real number line, question number 1 was real number 1. It was r. So that's why we have to make that hollow circle. Then we have to make that dark circle equal to. But such kind of circles we don't make when it is natural number or whole number or integers. We don't. Now you will see then how to make a number line for natural number, whole number and integer. So now we are going to make that. Okay, since it is minus 1, so let me start with minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, since the question is telling us to make a number line, how do you say it? X is greater than minus 1. Okay, here is minus 1. This is your minus 1. Okay, see, I am not making a hollow circle or a dark circle here. I am only pointing out where our minus 1 is. And yes, I am showing you with an arrow, doesn't mean that you will also do it. I am only doing it to show you, to explain to you. Yeah, our minus 1 is here. And how do you say it? X is greater than minus 1. Greater means where will go? Will go to the right side or will go to the left side? Will go to the right side. Now go, move to the right side. Now no need of making an arrow, because this is natural number. In real number, we have to make an arrow, means all numbers in the middle of these two are also covered in real number. But in natural number, only one is natural number. And 2 is natural number, but number between 1 and 2, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, they are not natural number. That's why since only 1 is natural number, only 2 is natural number, only 3 is natural number, so we have to make the selection for only these numbers only, which are natural numbers. That's why x is greater than -1 means now from here, if I go there, 0 is not a natural number. Next one, 1. 1 is a natural number, then you have to shade 1, like this, fully shade 1. Then next, 2 is also a natural number, 3 is also a natural number. So that means all natural number I'll keep on selecting. Yeah, so it will go to infinity. Now you can show it with an arrow that it is keeping on going on and on. Usually when you're asked a number line with this kind of infinite number, natural number, integers are not shown. You'll see when there are double inequation, this kind of double inequation sign, then you have to do it from here to there, from this point to that point. So it will become easier for you to solve. But here it is infinity is going on and on. But then number between 1 and 2, they are not included. Number between 2 and 3 not included. Yes, 2 is included, 1 is included, 3 is included, 4, but numbers between this are not included in natural number. That's why when you make number lines for these 3, natural number, whole number, integer, so make sure you make dots for whichever numbers are there in your solution set. Solution set means your answers, those numbers what you have to shade. This is what is, again I am repeating, this kind of hollow circle and dark circle you have to make only for real numbers, real, when R is there. But for this, for each and every solution set, so you have to make the dark circles. Yeah, all dark circles you have to make for this. So this is what is the difference in your number line with respect to your this 3 and real numbers. Okay, now let's go to next type of question. Even though, as I said already, till question number 2 you have a single inequation sign, this kind of single inequation sign, but I am saying at number 3 you have a double inequation sign. Here again x is belonging to R, that is your real number, and I am taking this question only because of the fact that it has a fraction. Okay, fraction, and I told you in one of the rules how to tackle the fraction. So decimal can create a problem. Now don't cross multiply. I will always tell you, my advice to you is never cross multiply. Even though you may say, sir, yes, we can multiply this and this, but don't do it, because in equation you are not supposed to cross multiply. But decimal can create a problem. So what do you do? Remove the decimal. So after decimal 2 place, so 3 by 100. So now you have 3 by 100. Okay, now what I told you, how to remove the fraction? Step 1, convert both sides into single fraction. So already this side is a single fraction, right side also single fraction. Step 1, I don't have to do it because both sides you have a single fraction. Second step, LCM of the denominator, 5 and 100. If you find the LCM of 5 and 100, the LCM is 100. So then what I'll do? I'll multiply this side also by 100. So this also by 100, the LCM, and this side also I'll multiply with 100. So both sides I multiplied with the LCM. So this 100 and 100 I have cancelled. Now 5 will cancel 120 times. Now this 20 will multiply both of this. 20 into 2 is 40x, plus 20 into 3 is 60, and less than that side you have 3. Now the question becomes normal now, single line question now, no fractions. Transfer 60 on the other side, you have 40x less than 3 minus 60. So 40x is less than minus 57. So x is less than minus 57 by 40. So x is less than. So if you convert this into a mixed fraction, 40 will go here one time, then you have 17 by 40. So x is less than minus 117 by 40. Now if I have to make a number line for this, okay, let me make it number line here only. So I think for this question also number line is asked. Yes, number line is asked. So yeah, if I am writing this as minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Minus 117 by 40. 1, minus 1 is here, and a little more than minus 1. Maybe somewhere here it is. So since it is R, so I have to make the circle. So whether I am going to make a dark circle or I am going to make a hollow circle will depend on whether equal to sign is there or not. If equal to sign was there, then I will shade it. But equal to sign is not there, I am not going to shade it. Now you may say, sir, how did you measure? So by just estimated only -1 and a little more than -1. More means I have to move this side. Actually it is not more, it is less. But then we move towards -2. Yeah. How do you say this? X is less than. Less than means you'll go to the right or you'll go to the left or decide by this. What did you say? You said less than. Less than means now from here you'll make an arrow going towards the left side here. So yeah, you'll shade this. Yeah. Again, this is hollow circle. I'm not going to shade again. I would have shaded if this was equal to sign. But since equal to sign is not there, I'm not going to shade. This is what is your number line. So this is the rule that we will follow for removing the fractions. Alright, now let us do the real question. The question where we have double inequation sign. Now we will start with very easy questions. All question number 3s are all easy questions. So let me do one question with integer and one question I am going to do with natural number. Let's see how we do the number line. Okay, this first question is about x belonging to integer. Now you can see two inequation sign. One inequation sign is here, the other inequation sign is here. Now see how to solve this type of question. You have to divide this into two parts. Whether it is I written or R written or natural number, whatever is written, you know, all question wherever double inequation signs are there, you have to solve by the same method. And don't forget, this is a very easy question. And this is the type of question which is coming in the board exam. Yeah, in the board exam usually it's such easy single line inequation may not be given to you. You may have a fractions, decimal, you'll see as gradually as you move on. But then since this is the first question, that's why it's easy. Alright, see then what you have to do. Here is one inequation sign and this is another one. And the middle, this part, this x plus 4 is there in the middle of the two inequation sign. Now when you divide this into two parts, now I am going to divide it into two parts, starting with the first number -2 less than x plus 4. Now see, this middle one I am writing this side, okay, with this 2. So this is one part. Now one more equation I have to write. Now the other equation which I am going to write again, I will start with that middle one, x plus 4 less than 11. So now you can see I divided this into two equations. And in both the inequation, this inequation as well as this inequation, in both the inequation, that middle one I took this side also, that middle one I took there also. See, I started from here x plus 4 less than 11, here it is, and 2 less than x plus 4. So that means that middle one should come in both. And if you want, you can join this two every time. In every line you will write and like this and this. Now solve it again, write and. But I would suggest rather than writing and, for convenience, simply draw a line separately, solve this side and that side, you will solve it separately. Now solve the same way how we solved till now, question number 1, question number 2, how I solved, now we solve the same way. Now x, to make x positive, keep x there only, don't bring this side, or else if you bring this side, x will become negative. Rather than bringing x this side, bring that 4 this side. So 2 minus 4 less than x. So there -2, so here you got the value of x. X is greater than -2. Got the answer? Not necessary to bring that x left side. Then same way here, x keep it this side, take 4 that side, less than 11 minus 4. X is less than 7. There. Now, what we have to do? Two values of x we got. One value of x we got -2, the other value of x. Actually, it's not a value of x. In fact, you know, x is less than -2 means so many numbers are there. The other one is x is less than 7. Here we are getting x is greater than -2 and here we are getting x is less than 7. Now you have to combine these two now. See, I'll tell you an easy way of combining. If you have solved everything properly, nicely, then every time as you have to connect these two, write x and make the arrow face like this, x. Write x in the middle and the two arrows make it face towards the left side. See, I am combining the two answers into one so that I can make the number line. Now out of the two answers, whichever answer is smaller, so one answer is -2, the other answer is 7. Sometimes smaller one may be here. So out of the two answers, whichever answer is smaller, so which one is smaller? minus 2 is smaller than 7. So write the smaller answer you write to the left side, and the bigger answer you write towards the right side. Here bigger is 7, so write towards the right side. Then here if you have a equal to sign, put a equal to sign, but you don't have a equal to sign, you don't need to. Here also you don't have an equal to sign, you don't need to put the equal to sign. Now that means now I have combined these two. Now how to say this now? Now x is greater than minus 2. Okay, see arrow is going that side. X is greater than minus 2, but x is less than 7. That means x is more than minus 2, but it is less than 7. Meaning, so if you see only this side, x is less than 7, but if you see only this side, then x is greater than minus 2. That means the range of value of x is from minus 2 to 7. Then now see, it becomes very easy to make the number line. So as I make the number line, it's starting with minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if I write like this. Minus 2 is here, so I'll make, so since it is not R, if it was R, then I would have directly made that circle, hollow circle, dark circle. But since it is not R, it is I, so for my convenience, I'm only saying minus 2, that side you have 7. See, 7. Just draw this with a pencil so that you can. Now all, see what you see here, integer. Now all integers between these two arrows, now you have to circle it. Okay, here, minus 2, yes, it is an integer. Whether I'll circle this or not will depend on whether equal to sign was there or not. So with minus 2 equal to sign is not there means minus 2 will not come here. Next is minus 1. Yes, minus 1 is an integer. So I'll shade this. 0 is an integer. I'll shade this. I'll shade this. This is also an integer. So that means all integers between these two arrows I'll shade. But again the extreme ones you'll shade only if there is a equal to sign. So here 2 is also an integer, 3 is an integer, 4 is an integer, 5 is an integer, 6 is an integer. Whether 7 I should shade or not will depend on whether with 7 equal to sign is there. So as you can see, with 7 equal to sign is not there, means I cannot shade. So that means this is your number line. So see, every integers between minus 2 to 7 I have shaded. And all this shaded one. Now why I did not shade minus 2? Because equal to was not there. Why did not shade 7? Because with 7 also equal to was not there. If there was a equal to sign here, then 7 also I have to shade. This is how you solve questions with double inequation. And yes, these are the type of question. This is the type of question which you have to be very, very careful about. You have to solve questions, plenty of questions, almost all board questions you will see. It is this type of question. Alright, now let me go to next. Okay, so the same question number 3, let me solve till number 4. 2 is less than equal, less than only 2x minus 2 less than equal to 10 and x belongs to natural number. So I had done previous question with the integer. Now let's see with the natural number. So again you can see double inequation sign. So I'll separate this into 2. That middle one must come at both the places. 2 less than 2x minus 2. Okay, I'll give a line. Then again 2x minus 2 less than equal to 10. Now separately I'll solve this 2 and then later on I'll join them. So 2x is, as you can see, positive. Keep it there only. Don't take it left side. Minus 2 you bring this side. It'll be 2 plus 2. Here you have 2x. 4. 2x. Now attach with x is 2. Take this to that side to divide. So 4 by 2. So as you cancel it, now you can say x is greater than 2. Let's solve this side. So 2x minus 2 will go there. So it will be 10 plus 2. 2x less than 12. X is less than equal to 12 by 2, which is 6. So x is less than equal to 6. Now I have to combine these two. X is greater than 2. X is less than equal to 6. Now as I told you, write x and make the two arrow face like this. Now out of the two answer, whichever answer is smaller. So one is 2, the other one is 6. So 2 is smaller, write left side. And 6 is bigger, write it towards the right side. So with 2 there is no equal to sign, and with 6 there is equal to sign. So write like this, equal to. Now I have to make the number line for this. So number line, so I'll write down number lines which must cover 2 to 6. So let me write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here. So 2. is here, 6 is there. So now I'll cover all, see, natural number. All natural number I have to cover between 2 and 6. Okay, so 2 is a natural number, yes. Whether I'll shade or not shade depends on equal to sign is there or not. Equal to sign is not there, so I'll not shade 2. 3 is a natural number, so I'll shade 3. I'll shade 4. I'll shade 5. And whether I'll shade 6 or not will depend on equal to sign. See, equal to sign is there at 6. So since equal to sign is there, 6 also I'll shade. So that is why you can see previously we are not able to shade now. Now here I am able to shade here because 6 has equal to sign. 2 I was not able to shade because 2 did not have the equal to sign. So I did not shade 2. So I think the video is going very, very long, even though I have not yet come across to a main type of question, even though they are of this kind only. I want you to solve the questions till question number 4 and maybe other type of question, other questions maybe in the next class which I want to put it within this week, so you can practice others. But till 4 without leaving any question, solve all. Till that next class, goodbye.